Dr. David Weiss, and I'm here today in the beautiful North Georgia mountains with Bethanne Wellness. Beth is a fitness instructor, and she has a very successful business. And Beth's going to tell us what she does.
I help people get in the best shape of their lives despite what ailments, aches, and body parts that don't work too well that they were born with. And I can help work around that like I do with myself.
Specifically, what I'd like to discuss are Beth's feet and her ankles. Now, from what I understand, she has had this type of foot structure since she was a child, and despite having this sort of a problem, Beth has...
Challenge
is a better word.
Yeah.
Beth has overcome this and maintained being in great shape, doing exercises and teaching her classes. Specifically, Beth has something called tibialis posterior dysfunction. There's many different types of that, but Beth has the worst type. It's a grade 3. And what that means, if you look here, the tibialis posterior tendon is the main tendon that holds the arch up. And that tendon is completely attenuated or loosened up and is now creating, if you can look along the inside part of her arch, the whole arch is collapsed. And Beth, if you turn around for us real quick, if you look at the heel, if you look at her heel, the heel is in a crooked position, and that's called a valgus position, and that can be very painful for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So Beth, tell us some of the options your doctors have given you to help with this.
So I have custom-made orthotics, but sometimes they can be uncomfortable. And I realize if I do barefoot exercises, they really help, as long as I'm not jumping around, help strengthen other parts of my lower body and helps me redirect the pain so that I don't feel as uncomfortable.
Actually, the surgery we do for this is a something called a triple arthrodesis, and that's where the back of the foot is fused. The joints that are all crooked are realigned and fused. Unfortunately, Beth also has the consequence of having a foot like this forever, and that's a bunion deformity. So whether or not that needs to be done is kind of up for debate. However, the bottom line is she's chosen not to undergo surgery, and if a surgery was done, it would keep her out of doing these sorts of exercises probably for about 3 months. And it would also require a lot of downtime and nevertheless a very expensive bill from the hospital.
At the moment, I'm kind of pain-free, but there are times when I really feel that my arches really feel pain. And most recently, I guess maybe I have an impingement on the outside because maybe I'm being redirected by orthotics. So I'm getting pain out there, and now in my left Achilles tendon, which is new. Are there any options for that if I don't want surgery?
Yeah, absolutely. The treatment we're doing now, we're injecting stem cells. So we're using placental tissue, injecting it within the area where it's painful, and it really helps create the effect of having no pain and is somewhat regenerative, meaning it'll help some of the diseased tissue regenerate and not be as painful. It's not going to make your foot completely straight again, but it will make it so you won't have as much pain.
So a piece of equipment that I recommend anybody, literally anybody, no matter what your fitness level, your condition is, every human being should own a tubing like this and a door strap if you don't have the luxury of being wrapped around a porch, because you can use muscles in your body with this that no other movements can. You can work the back of your body, and I'm not here to show you the million things you can do with this, but I do a lot of things for my feet. Literally, when I wake up in the morning, I cannot put my feet down when I come out of bed without being in pain. My feet are just not comfortable when I wake up in the morning, so there's certain things I have to do. Sometimes I like to rub my feet over a nice hard ball, but something I do with this for my feet when they're really bothering me is, there are a few things, but some of the things I like to do is stand in a really good posture and focus, which a lot of us don't do that. It's awareness of my feet. I'm lifting my toes and stretching them, making sure my pinky toe is intact, and I do different things. For example, lunges barefoot, and you feel everything snap into place while I'm also working the muscles behind me, which most people don't use. So the muscles behind us. So I do all kinds of fun things like this. And then when I'm done, I'll go into a stretch, which also is for the muscles around my feet. So I keep those all strong. But this is also feels amazing on my feet. So there's a whole bunch more I can do, but by the time I'm done with even 10 minutes of this, I can walk and even on a hard floor and not feel the pain I do when I wake up in the morning. So obviously I'm doing something right. I almost feel bad for people that don't understand that if you move more, you will complain a lot less. And I'm a perfect example because I know how much pain I was in for so many years. And there are days, like I said, when I get out of bed. But notice it's when I wake up and I've been in the same position for 8 hours. But I get up and I start moving and I figured out what to do with my feet. So what I want to do is inspire everybody else who thinks that they don't have the ability to move, that the more they move, and then maybe they can get some stem cell injection from Dr. Weiss to help through those hard times. But the more they move, the better they'll be moving, and they'll keep moving and not be on the iPhone and I can't get up commercial.
The key to feeling younger is to have less pain. Thank you, Beth, for today's discussion.
And thank you, and you're welcome at the same time.